Hello everybody, welcome to a brand new toy review, and yeah, I'm going to do something a little bit different. So this is one of two. I'm not going to review all four of these figures in one video. I'm going to spread them out between two. Why I'm doing that is because, well, I don't want to make this video too long, and yeah, no. So, yeah. I'm going to talk about some turtles! Turtle power! So today's review, my friends, I'm going to be talking about the NECA figures for the TMNT figures, you know, obviously the turtles. So let's get into this. So I'm only going to show one of the boxes because they are literally the same for each one. Obviously, I bought these as an assortment of 4 off of Kapow Toys, and I've had these for a while, a little while. And so yeah, I'm only going to show you with one box because why not? You know. So this is how awesome the boxes are. So this is Mikey. So. Or Michelangelo. So here's the front. So obviously these are the figures based on the 90s live action films with the the guys in the suits. One of the most iconic films of the 90s and one of my favourites. And so yeah, so Mikey, he is my favourite turtle. Close second is Raph. I don't know why, but ever since me being a kid, I thought my 2 favourite turtles are Raph and Mikey, but Mikey tops them all for me. But so yeah, so here's a look at the awesomeness of the manhole cover recreated there. TMNT, and here's a side of a nice long shot of Mikey himself. Another look at the other side, NECA. Close up on the face sculpt. Here's the back. So see how poseable he is, and the rest of his brothers there as well. So, and also, I'm not going to get it out because there's no real point really, but each of them come with a slice of pizza. So just a little accessory that they all come with. So seeing as I've just shown you the box for Mikey, I might as well start off the review with Mikey. So today's review is going to be Mikey and Raph because they are obviously my 2 favourite characters. So here is Mikey. So the head sculpt on these guys is just absolutely incredible. Just look. So yeah, the eyes are really well done. The detail and the paint application to the torso here, as you can see, it's a bit grainy and dirty inside these bits here. And then you've got the brown, which is actually like a rubber, which is like the belt thing, which helps to kind of, so you can attach his nunchuck, or nunchucker, whatever you want to call them. Then here's the detail on his shell, which is absolutely incredible. Just look at that. It is absolutely incredible of all those intricate little designs on there. And just look at his skin as well. See these little spots of darker green, and then you've got all the moulded detail. Have a look at the other side, you've got a similar thing going on there as well. Then you've got this lovely vivid orange for his bandana. And then look at his legs. Really lovely moulded detail of all the muscle and everything, and then you've got the knee pads as well, and you've got the elbow pads, all really beautifully done. And as you can see, this guy is incredibly articulated. Also, his I'll just get them out. Well, I'll just get one out for now. One of his nunchucks. So these nunchucks are incredibly little, and they are actually really nicely, quite nicely detailed. If I can get it to focus, They do bend out a little bit, so you can kind of do that, but be very careful with these because, you know, I don't want to break them. If I don't think it will happen, but I don't want that to happen. But yeah, so it comes with 2 nunchucks, obviously, because that's what Mikey uses, and I put them just inside the belt thing here, so they just kind of hang over. So let me just get them in like that. So you just let them hang down. That's what I do. And so the articulation on these guys has a really good range ball joint. The head, the arms swivel, elbow is a bit stiff, but this the elbow pad, the elbow pad, whatever, yeah, it hinders the movement of a little bit, which is a bit of a shame. There's no waist, which is a bit of a shame. And obviously, I can understand because it is, you know, it's got all this going on. And then obviously the legs will only go to about there, and then the knee is kind of quite stiff on mine. So yeah, then the foot, you've got that as well. So yeah. There's a good bit of movement, so you can get a little bit of pose, you know, so you can pose them with the weapons quite nicely. Also, these feet are a bit more of a softer plastic, so you can kind of alter it so that they do hopefully, you know, so they do stand, because they are a little bit top heavy. This bit is quite heavy sometimes, because obviously it protrudes a little bit. And it is quite a bit of a weight to the back of him. So sometimes when you've got him on a flat surface, like in the palm of my hand, it's doing quite well. But sometimes, you know, you have to sometimes just on the feet, on the plastic, kind of move it about, and you'll get a perfect stance. Well, there's Mikey. So he is gorgeous, absolutely beautiful, and plus Mikey's awesome. So here we go with Raph. So I'm not going to go too far into Raph because he's essentially, you know, they're pretty much the same really. But what's beautiful as well, I'm just going to bring Mikey back in for a second, is a face difference. So each of them are individual in their own ways. As you can see, Raph compared to Mikey does have a slightly darker skin tone, which is nice. Obviously, all the limbs and everything are practically the same. So obviously, yeah, it will be. And obviously the bandana's red rather than orange. So yeah, so even his chest as well is slightly painted a little bit more duller. So yeah, so the definition of his skin tone is a little bit more darker in comparison to Mikey's. So let's have a look at his shell again. So yeah, as you can see, the shell also has, I believe, quite, you know, a little bit similar, but at the same time just a little bit different. You know, it's actually got scratches on there as well. Mikey doesn't, but Raph has a couple of scratches on his shell, which is pretty cool. So a bit more, you know, you can identify him a little bit more, because Raph is more known as a bit of a brawler. Compared to the rest of them, Raph is a bit of a hothead, and obviously he does get into scrapes and gets into situations and things sometimes, and you know, it kind of adds to his character. So yeah, there's his head sculpt, beautiful again. So you see his mouth's open a little bit there, and you can see his teeth. You see his, I've forgotten what they call these, I apologise, but his weapons are these, like, I forgot what they call them. Is it Sai? I can't remember. So there's his weapons. He comes with 2 of those, and also, like I said the first time, he comes with a slice of pizza. So, but what I love about his belt, it actually comes with a couple of little loops in the belt, so it actually is designed for these to go in better than, you know, with Mikey's you just kind of slot them in slot them in to the sides. Well, but with Raph's, you know, there is actually properly, it's designed, you know, in order to hold his weapons, which is good. So articulation, I'm not really going to go too much more into it. Exactly the same amount of articulation, no waste. So yeah, you know, it is exactly the same in that regard. But what I like is that they do have, they haven't done the lazy thing where they've just taken one toy and just kind of used that exactly the same head as well. Everything's the same. All they've done is just change the bandana colour. They're not really done that. Now, yes, they're using the same body, but what they're doing is they are actually changing things like adding defining features, like with the scratches on his shell compared to Mikey. He doesn't have any. The head sculpts are individually different. As you can see, the head shape is different compared to Mikey's, which is, again, as it should be. So yeah, I absolutely love these two. So Raph, he looks ace, he looks awesome, and like as well, his skin tone is a little bit darker in comparison. But yeah, these guys are awesome. Well, yeah, I just love these guys. They're so good. So yeah, so that's the first two of my NECA TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, or in the UK known as Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles. But why? Anyway, so yeah, awesome. So I'll be back very soon, my friends. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll be back with Leo and Donnie to finish off the 4. And at some point down the line, I want to get the rest of the NECA figures they've released from the movies, which is Shredder and Master Splinter, and also some foot soldiers as well, I believe. That's the review. So thank you very much for watching. Just something a little bit different for you to enjoy. And I'll be back very soon with part 2. So you guys, please stay safe, and I'll be back very soon. So bye.